On August 20, 1966, two men were found dead on a hill in Brazil. There were no injuries, no signs of violence, no witnesses. Both were wearing homemade lead masks over their eyes. Next to them was a notebook containing just a few strange instructions. One line read, "Swallow capsules, wait for the signal, mask." Nearly 60 years later, no one knows exactly what happened. This is Raven Bureau, Case File 004, the man who died wearing lead masks. The victims were Miguel José Viana and Manoel Pereira da Cruz. Both worked as electronic technicians. They had stable jobs, no criminal records, no known enemies. A few days before they died, they left home and told their families they were traveling for business. Instead, they headed toward a hill known as Morro do Vintém. That decision would become their last. Before reaching the hill, the two men stopped at a local shop. They bought a bottle of mineral water. Then, something strange. Raincoats. The weather was hot. There wasn't a cloud in the sky. The shop assistant later remembered that one of the men seemed unusually nervous and kept checking the time. After leaving the shop, they disappeared. Three days later, a local boy flying a kite noticed something lying on the hillside. Police climbed up, expecting a routine investigation. Instead, they found one of Brazil's strangest unsolved cases. The two men were lying side by side, still wearing the raincoats, still wearing the lead masks. There were no signs that they had been robbed, no evidence of a fight, and no obvious cause of death. Investigators searched the area. They found an empty bottle, a towel, some cash that had never been stolen, and a notebook. Inside there were several handwritten instructions. One of them read, 16:30, be at the agreed place. Another said, 18:30, swallow capsules. Then, wait for the signal. Finally, mask. What signal? What capsules? No one knew. The lead masks created even more questions. They covered only the eyes. Some investigators believed they might have been used to protect against the bright flash of light. Others thought they were connected to a spiritual ritual. Over the years, people linked the case to UFOs, secret experiments, and the occult. But investigators never found evidence proving any of these theories. The official cause of death was never conclusively established. By the time a full examination was carried out, too much time had passed to determine exactly what the man had taken or what had happened. That left investigators with more questions than answers. Why did they travel to that hill? Who wrote the instructions? What were the capsules? And why did they believe they needed lead masks? Almost 60 years later, the lead masks case remains one of Brazil's most enduring unsolved mysteries. What do you think happened in that hill in 1966? Was it a planned experiment, a tragic mistake, or something we'll never fully understand? Let me know your theory in the comments. If you enjoy exploring real mysteries and unsolved cases, subscribe to Raven Bureau, and I'll see you in the next case file. Thank you for watching.